The Tomb Tapper. I don't know anything about it. Don't even know who he is. Didn't know who he was until my son gave me this as a gift to try to do something a little bit smaller scale than I'm usually doing. I'll explain a little more at the end of the video here. Like I said, I'm going to do this a little different, but I don't know if I'm supposed to. I know the Tomb Tapper is originally just black. I decided to go ahead and make it a different color. I picked a random color. I kind of went to go with the purplish lavender type. Lavender was a little too light, but I kept it with the purples and the deep purples. I just made it my own just to see if I could do it. Wish I would went a little bit more further with it and put some different highlights in it, but this is what I came up with, and I appreciate you guys if you watched the video. We're going to do something a little different this time. I already know before we start the video I used the complete wrong paint for this project, except for maybe this gray that my son gave me, this standard gray. I know that's probably the only thing that's probably I used for this project that made sense. I used a cheaper paint because I wasn't sure exactly if I wanted to do miniatures. So my son got me this one to see if I wanted to pursue any more. He said I can practice on this one to see if I liked it or not, because I'm not sure if I'm into the miniatures or not. This was fun. I think if I used a different kind of paint, it'd been a little bit easier. Not so much because it'd make it look better, because the application would be better as going on. Some good plastic, but we're gonna get a little closer because I did buy an over boom that goes over you while you paint, but I tried to zoom in, and most of the time I was out of the frame, but I'll still put some of it in the corner here while I'm doing this. But anyway, so this one here, what I started with was a base straight out purple Createx as a base purple. I used a purple for I started with a purple for the body, and wasn't exactly sure where I was going with it, but after I did the base as a purple, the base coat, then I came in with this deco art plum. I like the plum. I know it's not the proper color for this particular figure. The Tomb Keeper, I think is what it is. Dungeons and Dragons. I know people are going to be like, it's not even the right color. Yeah, I know. I just went with my own thing. I didn't like it completely just black with a mouth. Basically, I think that's what it was. The few pictures that I did see, that it's basically a black figure with the mouth with some red and white teeth, and everything else is black. So I'm not much into D&D, but this is a cool looking sculpt, so I decided to go ahead and make my own variant, if that's even possible. Well, I guess it's possible because I did it. So I made my own variant of this figure. So after I went the plum, I went in and I had to go with some purple again to clean up my lines, because I wanted to get into his skin, as you can see here, with the purple and the cracks in his body. I went back in with some purple, cleaned it up a little bit, some shadows here. I didn't want it too many colors, but I'm thinking I could have probably went lighter somewhere else, maybe on top of the shoulders, but I didn't. Outside of that, I hit all the cracks and crevices of his arms and the muscle, where his muscles are, back of his legs, just purple. And then after I did that, I went in with some of this, what is this again? Detailed Carmine red. It's kind of a dull red on the feet, as you can see here. Well, you can't see it right now because I went over two different reds. First, Detailed Carmine, in the hands, Detailed Carmine. I just wanted the hands and feet to have a different color. I don't know why. I wanted them to look organic as possible. I wanted them to look, if you have a big giant mouth on your stomach, I think the rest of you is going to sort of look organic. But I know this figure isn't really, but I did. I made it look like that. See if I can get in here a little bit. I know that it's not the best because it's so bright. I got all these cameras, lights. After I did that with the detailed carmine, I came in with some regular opaque red right here on top of the hands a little bit, trying to blend it in a little bit. Blend it down. Same thing on the feet, same thing. Put some red there. And also the same thing applies to the mouth. I did in the mouth and some purples, and added some purples in there, some reds in there. Maybe a touch of black, light wash black around the lips up here, around in the cracks. Trying to get as best I can with the camera. Doesn't really do it justice. I'm not saying that it's great, but turned out a little bit better than I thought. It looks a little better, and I'm sure the purple doesn't look like purple on screen. It may look blue. I don't know. So I went in after I did the teeth with the cheapest paint you could possibly buy. Is apple barrel. Parchment white antique, or white antique parchment. I use this. I put tooth on top because I use this with a shark. It turned out pretty good. I like the teeth, the color of the teeth. I tried to go in with the teeth and hit it with that color instead of just straight white, as you can see here. Then I went back in and I tried to go over top of it like you would a skull or teeth or bone color with this, and it did not work. I had to go back in, hit it again with the original color here, is what I did with that. But turned out okay. I think it's all right. I don't know. Am I going to pursue any more miniatures? This isn't really a miniature. This is about 4 inches tall. It's about as small as I'm going to get. But I don't know. I think it all depends. And then the last thing, well, not the last thing. I went black with the hood. I just didn't want it black. And there's more detail there. I probably could have hit with some other highlight colors, but I decided not to. I went completely black, and I did some dry brushing over top with this standard gray. Maybe not so much on camera, but it's like you can see the black in the cracks just for the dry brush. You can see it looks a little better in person. It's so bright in here right now. Now with the hammer, I've had this bottle forever, man. This lasts forever. This is a great silver. It's my favorite silver of all, Model Air Silver. And I went in after this was black, the hammer, and just dry brushed it up a little bit, kind of heavy. And then I went in with a dark wash and hit it again so it looked like it was used, not like so much perfect. Like a perfect, if he's been walking around with this thing. I don't know. I think it's okay. As you can see, I missed a spot right here. See, I missed a spot right. It's fingernail. It should be black. I hit the fingernails black under here. Or if it didn't, no. Yeah, I hit the one side. I must have rubbed it off by accident somehow. Me being out of frame again. See the fingernails black. Of course, is where the chest got some black spots in. You know what I mean. Anyway, but the only thing I can complain about this figure, not the actual sculpt or the way it turned out color-wise, because this is my version of this character. I know this character is not this color at all. Is that when he gave it to me out of the box, and he even said the hammer was bent. So I heated it up, made it straight as I possibly could, because it was really bent. It was really bent forward. I did not know this hand would move. So that helped out a little bit by getting it back, and the base was kind of up. I kind of bent it, kind of heated it all up and bring it back down. But anyway, it's a real quick video. Well, not real quick, but my first attempt at a somewhat miniature. I thought it turned out okay. I could have went probably a little more deeper with detail and coloring and shading, but no, I kind of like the way it turned out like this. I kind of like straightforward stuff. I kind of like it, but you can see how all the wrinkles and stuff. But yeah, man, that's it. There's my variant version of Tomb Keeper, I believe his name is, and this is a really, really awesome gift from my son. It was really cool that he picked it up for me and thought about getting me something like this. This is really cool. Thanks for watching, guys. Until the next one.